NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's the Colts going up against the Bills. So let's send you up to Orchard Park, New York. Standing by, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Indianapolis Colts and the Buffalo Bills. And, oh, he kicked it out of bounds. That's a big penalty.
And this is where the rest of the team turns and stares at the kicker and says, you have one job, execute it.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Shift together here from the D-line.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He was looking for Dante Moncrief that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And the quarterback, he's got some big threats at wideout.
And they seem to get bigger all the time, don't they, Brandon? Every time I look out and watch a game, we're getting these bigger, more athletic, acrobatic receivers. We have some today.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Right there, Philly. Here we go.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Over the middle to Smith. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. Now on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Here we go now.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. Give him 13 on the pickup there. And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal.
And that's been a pretty darn good drive to start things off here in this game. Move the ball downfield well, and after that run, they're set up at 1st and goal.
Lucky 56. Let's go. Green, touchdown. Party, party. Detroit, Detroit. Set, 3-9.
Now a first carry for their fullback. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Quickly now, a look at the Buffalo defense.
Ronald Darby's selection makes a general manager look good. A terrific ball hawk who is eager to tackle in the run game.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Here we go now.
A give to the fullback on the dive. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal.
All right, let's put the check mark on the defensive side of the ledger there. Really nice tackle by the man in the middle. But why was he able to get that done? Because he has 4 down linemen in front of him. 2 tackles, 2 ends. And where they often try...
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. And this one through the uprights and good. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First down. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make this a second down. Here's the offensive unit, and heads up, look out for the Clemson Tiger.
Sammy Watkins was brought in to make plays. That's what he specializes in, out on the perimeter or going inside.
Now Carr throwing on second down. And that's incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down. And now a peek at the starters on the defensive side. Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. Now Carr. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And he's got his man on the out route. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now. Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage. We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Carr again here on 2nd and 10. Looking for his tight end Clay. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. A great read, and it's picked off. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Second down now after the incompletion. Here's Carr. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Second down following the run. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll run it now out of the gun. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Colts are in for 6. And he knocks it through. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Bills offense comes out ready to take over. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
They'll get 17 yards there, and it'll be a Buffalo first down.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
Again, that's Watkins. It's a pickup of 14 there. And the Bills are going to have a first down. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
Hey, we're going to rally. Rally. We're ready.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
The offensive line and its ability to open holes in this defensive front, something they were confident they could create in this game. Got the job done there, picked up the first.
And something they wanted to do. Have we ever met?
There's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Carr to throw on 2nd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down.
Leopard! Hurry up, here we go! Green 39! Green 39! Detroit! Detroit! Now let's go! Three! No, check! Patriot! Patriot!
They'll set up a throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Now let's go!
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10. They come up in an offset eye. Play clock winding down. They'll drop to throw. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Their dangerous wide receiver on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Colts add on to their lead. And he'll bang that one through. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bills getting set to go. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it no matter the sport. They say that great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
I was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Give him 8 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Here's Carr to throw, and he's got Fitzgerald. A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
They'll give it to him right up the gut, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Bills draw a bit closer. Here's the Bills kickoff unit out as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Colts coming out now. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play. And It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
9 yards to go. It's third down.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Gun. No. Check. Patriot.
On play action, they'll throw. Steps away. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. Looking for Moncrief, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Now after the INT, it's Carr. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Time to step aside. Back to Buffalo after this. Carr now on first down. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And they're going to speed things up here. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. 10 yards still left on second down. They come out here in the eye. On the give, this is their fullback. And he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it 3rd and 1. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Let's go.
They're going to look to throw. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And on 2nd and 10 now. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Vontae Davis. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And here come the Bills. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment. But there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Clayton Gathers makes the stop.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player. And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Seven yards remaining here on 3rd down.
Hey, we're going to rally.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. 6 yards here to go for the offense on 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take this one down to the 20-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Fresh set of downs here. Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. Flushed out right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or...
And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this from 37. And he missed it. It's no good. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now Carr looking again for Watkins, and this time that's complete. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it a second down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
On first down, Carr. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for all.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he will find his man on the outside. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it a second down.
If you run an out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there? You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Defense has to stand tall here, 3rd and 1. Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he's got his man on the out route. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Carr, man open right side, it's the tight end Clay. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down.
And that's why defensive coaches preach swarming to the football. It's usually going to take more than one guy to get that big man down.
And it did right there. Multiple broken tackles, but they eventually get him down. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Bills have broken the tie. And it's up and good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
2nd and 5. They'll look to throw. They're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play there for Indy. 42 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game. I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their third of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
On third down, he'll drop to throw, and he comes back with one complete. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. And now they're in the hurry-up. Quick pass play there on the slant, Charles. Works out well for the offense.
The offense loves it. The defender hates it. Hard to get through the body of the receiver to get to the football trying to cover a slant. A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
They'll try and run with their fullback. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. It's the fullback, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball,
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
Now Carr throwing on second down, escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A very solid gain of 27.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll bring up a second down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On second down, here's Carr. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. That's a loss of 8 yards there to bring up third.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. And quickly, they get to the line. To throw, it's Carr. Caught on the left side, Fitzgerald. It's a gain of 14 there, and it'll give the Bills a first down. In the red zone this time.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage.
And my goodness, another down the numbers. There he goes. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. It's the fullback with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he puts it through. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Colby Listenby with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. Back now in Buffalo. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These 2 teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. This fielded at the 2. What a spin. And it'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running backs. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
2nd down following the run. They come up in an offset eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. Stiff-armed him. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
So the run gets them the 1st, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Smith catches left side. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down.
Here we go. Red 38. Red 38.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Here we go.
Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
We ready? Wide and yes.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
And you know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get him.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
And now the rookie's free. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification, that's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him as we've seen. But you say 3 rushing touchdowns, and of course throw it to him where he's caught one as well.
This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down,
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up.
And this is caught at the 20. A big play there for Indy. 52 yards. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
Over the middle to Smith. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
He'll look to throw. And that's caught by Moncrief. Indianapolis touchdown. Dante Moncrief. His first touchdown on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Bills. And at this stage of the game, Time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one. They'll run it now out of the gun. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Offense working with a 3rd and 13 still left. From the gun, it's Carr. And almost intercepted. That would have been his 3rd pick in this game alone. Instead, 4th down.
Well, an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play. For the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Carr going to go on 4th down. And, oh, he took that thing one-handed. What a grab. And, oh, he coughed it up. And the Colts pick it up. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down. And the Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. They'll run it now out of the gun. Might have gotten it. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. He's back to throw. And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not. Ruled incomplete. A 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question. Yeah, this place has notoriously never been kind to visiting field goal kickers. You get those wins that really whip through the inner bowl, not to mention the urban legends about stadium workers opening and closing the tunnel.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Hey, we're going to rally. Hey, we're going to rally. Rally. Here we go. Wide and yay. We're going to rally. Rally. Hold on, baby. Alert. Alert. Hey, we're going to rally. Rally. Hold on, baby. Alert. Alert. Zebra. Zebra.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 3rd down now following the run. Back to throw, Carr. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. And the Colts getting ready to go. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be second down.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it?
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Jerry Hughes in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. If they want to... Now the Bills will take another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. If they want to first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down.
Let's go! 1-0! 1-0! Let's go!
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up fourth down. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still... You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our